keep it right in front of your face.
Okay. I know. I always fuck this up.
And take a shot.
Cheers.
To 10 Talks. Boom, boom.
Shit is so hot.
Bum,
My
bum, bum,
tongue is
bum.
on fire.
Bum, 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 bum. Wait, we're cheating. We're not taking the shot.
Oh yeah, not tonight, guys.
You have to take a shot in the beginning. They're gonna say we're scamming again.
Oh yeah, we're just the biggest scammers. I forgot.
Wait, I'm just double checking. Oh no, god damn it,
Oh,
no,
God.
don't trust crypto. No, I'm kidding. I'm just double checking really quick just to make sure that this is on. Can we hear our voices? Okay, sweet. We can hear our voices. Everything's working perfectly fine. Boom. Oh
We
god.
are back.
Episode 30 of 10 Talks, and this has to be one of the most difficult episodes we've ever had to do, because I was ready to do this episode. You were the one going like, we have to reschedule it, babe. I can't do this. I'm too tired. Blah blah.
I just feel like if my energy level's low, it's not as fun as an
Sorry for
episode
burping
for
to the mic.
everybody else, you know.
Yeah, but
we pulled ourselves together. I was like, I'm gonna make a hot tea. It's gonna pep me up. We have to do it.
exactly.
We promise.
And that's like, in the beginning, I feel like in the beginning of producing content, it's important. Do your best possible. Always do your best possible, obviously. But after being, starting to be consistent or whatever, I feel like the consistency starts to become more important than the content sometimes. Well, the content has to be obviously really good too, but it's like you have to be able to just be there all the time at that specific time that you promised, So it's just like, I don't want to, especially since just the previous week before last one, we missed it.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
And that
okay,
felt
we
like a
can't-
long ass thing.
Yeah, we couldn't do that again.
But either way, I convinced Rylee. I was like, dude, let's do at least an hour episode. It's always been like a goal to do an hour, but like throughout the episodes, we started going up to like 2 hours and stuff like that and doing the after shows afterwards. But I was like, let's try to do at least an hour today because it's Sunday. It's episode 30 of 10 Talks.
I know, that's actually a milestone.
It's episode 30, so Rylee and I both popped perk 30s before we started the episode.
He's fucking capping.
I'm shaking.
No, but I am definitely fucking tired.
What, a perk 30 makes you tired? Or
Shut up. No perk 30s were consumed in the making of this.
It's for
10
episode.
Talk.
What was that thing we both took before the show?
Shut up. Okay.
I'm kidding.
We're gonna be out here thinking.
What, we're drug addicts?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of are. We smoked so many. We smoked.
No,
so,
you did. You were the dapper.
okay, yeah. I smoked so much during the freaking 24-hour stream. Okay, I feel like that's gonna be the topic of conversation for basically this whole show. Is what the hell happened during the 24-hour stream?
Dude, I can't believe we honestly did it, and like, we're pretty much on the whole time. Like,
exactly. It's like there was unfortunately. I've never done a 24-hour stream. What I found kind of interesting is you never watched the 24-hour stream. You never watched any other person's like IRL content like that where they do a sleeping stream or 24-hour stream or a prison stream or stuff like that. And like the pure fucking how brutal it gets. Like I remember watching Ice Besign's old stuff. Like he had obviously like a huge fan base, a huge viewer base, and then it got to a point where a lot of people were like, DMing and leaving messages saying like, I want to do that. I want to be in that prison challenge. I want to be in that sleep stream. So eventually I remember in one of his houses, he had a really small closet and he put 4 or 5 people in there. And he's like, last person gets all the donation money. And dude, there was like fist fights and like fools were getting angry. Girls were fighting. Like it got so bad. Like it really showed to me like how like it seems so easy the first couple hours. You're like, oh, we're just in a room. It's so funny. Haha. And then 6 hours into it, you're sitting, some guy farts in your face. You're like, what the fuck,
yeah, you're
dude?
getting
You like want to get out of there and shit. Oh my god. But either way, you never watched anything like that? You just jumped into it?
I mean, I've watched like reality shows where
it's kind of similar
like that.
a little bit. Because I feel like that's what the streams are based off of, is like kind of like reality show ideas that have done stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it just makes you go crazy when you're forced to be on a camera, not kind of...
Because you don't have a chance to just be off camera and just be like...
by yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was definitely a challenge.
But like Rylee was saying...
I don't know. It was really fun. Not as like challenging as I thought it was going to be. Like, I felt like we were going to like just fly by all the different things we wanted
I know, when we were scheduling the itinerary...
I was like, there's no way we're going to like drag these out for an hour.
We were like, dude, we're going to be playing Jenga for an hour. We're going to be playing this mouth game. It's all going to be fun and shit. And then Next thing you know, it's like we're stuck in my room because of my camera. Then like we're just
know.
all like fucking trapped in here and shit. But what the fuck was I gonna say? I was god damn it, it was literally about the stream. It was on the tip of my tongue right now a second ago. About all the challenges and shit. Oh yeah, I was gonna say obviously with every 24-hour stream is to have the whole stream on one stream, but because of technical issues, we had to do 3 separate streams. It's like one of the in the beginning, like 3 or 4 hours in, my phone started glitching. Everyone started saying that the screen froze and it was like effing and it was like not working. And I kept trying to refresh my streaming app. And then unfortunately, literally what happened was I refreshed it. I kept trying to check the chat. Everyone's still saying it's effing. And I really did not want to cancel, well, not cancel, but like stop the stream and restart another one. It's still technically a 24-hour stream, but it's not the same stream link. And people are going to complain about that, obviously, or use it against me and be like, you didn't really do it, blah, blah. So I really didn't want to do that, but I thought I had to. I stopped as soon as I press stop stream. I see the chat on the TV go, we're back, it's working. I'm like,
I
no.
know.
I was like, as soon as I press stop stream, they fucking say it starts working. I'm like, god damn it, dude. Now it's a second stream, and then this is something that Lucha told me I was gonna run into. But iPhones are not made to stream for 24 hours. A lot of phones will, like, you have to have kind of a good setup to be able to stream for 24 hours, and iPhones are especially not able to do that type of stuff. And a couple hours into the stream, the camera would do this thing where the audio was fine, it seemed fine, but it would be jumping frames. Like if I was moving my hand around, it would be like just like skipping around, and it was like almost not fun to watch. So I was like thinking, like, technically I could just say fuck it and keep doing this, but I was like, no, we have to make this enjoyable to watch and like actually be like, a good camera or whatever. So I was like, we have to switch to the computer. And then huge shout out to Lucha, who helped me set up the IV cam so I could actually stream from my phone and take it around the house, and that worked so well. It worked perfect.
I remember, like, right before, I was like, is there any way you could, like, start the stream on the computer? Because remember, you're like, I have to schedule it on the computer, but then we're going to have to do a totally different stream.
But the thing is,
start.
Lucha showed me that app before, IVCam, and I used it before during the streams at our old apartment. And when I used it, everyone was saying the audio was out of sync. They're like, audio's out of sync. You can't, like, it didn't work, basically. And then I just gave up on the app. And then all of a sudden, yesterday, it fucking worked perfectly.
Came through. I know. That's when you were at your most vulnerable state.
I know, that's okay. So, oh shit, I forgot I left the audio on. That's one thing that I knew was gonna happen. It was eventually we might get a little grumpy. You were grumpy 30 minutes into it. You're already getting kind of frustrated, but
I guess I'm not a morning person like that.
Yeah, I don't really mind it, I guess.
I need my coffee before anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And
you should have just left the Starbucks and came back.
well, I did actually have my coffee, but it wasn't fully like in yet.
Oh, pause.
It didn't kick in yet, so, and I didn't eat.
But I remember when we were sitting at the table and Lucio was trying to show me how to install this app, and he was trying to show me how to install an app before that called Ecock or camera or something like that, and I was trying to set that up. And, like, while setting it up, I really hate technical issues in the middle of streams. Like, because the chat, whoever's watching the stream is just like, oh, I'm watching a guy trying to fix the problem. It gets really boring. That's when a lot of people start to tune out. So I really did not want that to happen. And I was trying to figure this out with Lucha and explain to the chat, like, hey, guys, just give me a moment. I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm stressed out because this thing's not working. Lucha's telling me it's supposed to work, but it's not working. And I'm like, well, it's obviously not working. And then on the side, I just hear Rylee and Peach just going ham, and then like just talking, and I'm just trying to focus, and then I'm like trying to tell the chat like, yo guys, give me just 1 second, I'm trying to finish, and I'm like, as I'm saying, I'm trying to talk louder and louder to talk over you guys, and as I'm talking louder, you guys are reacting to me talking louder, and you guys start talking louder, and then I'm just like, we're like trying to over talk each other. I'm just like, bruh, I was getting so frustrated. Like, I don't know how obvious it was on stream, but at that point when I was trying to set up the mobile camera thing, I was getting so irritated. I was like,
no, I could tell.
I was like, I can't leave the room. I want to ask them politely to leave the room, but I don't know how that's gonna come across. So I was just like,
I'm sorry, we haven't seen each other in a while.
Then I think that's literally right when Trevor and Sunshine came, and I was already like slightly irritated and tired, and I was just like, I'm sorry guys, like I'm super exhausted right now.
Yeah, it was a long day.
It was fucking bad. But I don't know. I think it was still fun.
It was so
like
fun.
I felt weird ending the stream.
I know.
I felt weird like pressing stop stream. I was like, oh, it's like, I don't know. It's just so weird. Like you just want to continue it.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part of the stream, I don't know. There was like a lot. I feel like it's like when the people were here, you know?
Yeah.
Because like my favorite part of like streams, like when I still watch streams, when I used to like when Ice would stream all the fucking time, and I used to watch his shit. I remember my favorite parts was like him interacting with people and having people come to his house who had no idea about this shit. Like that's what made EBZ so funny. It was like he was just an Uber driver, had no idea about streaming, had no idea about any of this stuff. He just liked to rap, and he was an Uber driver. And then all of a sudden he's exposed to this whole thing where people are trolling and doing all this random shit. And like it's super fucking funny to see a person's reaction to that. So it was really funny to see Sheena's reaction to it. My friend who I haven't seen in 7 years, Kirill, like that was interesting. Blasey already, he watches that type of stuff, so he's already used to it. But even Blasey's friend was like at a certain point getting insecure. Like when we came up here, he was like, hey, like, I'm just not good on camera. He's like, I'm super quiet. And I'm like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, you don't have to, be talkative or anything. I was like, the point is just we have to have the camera rolling. So I was like, we can't just stop it. So I was like, don't worry if you don't want to say anything or can't say anything.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Sheena was like nervous at first, but she liked it, I think. She was having fun with it.
The chat fucking loved her.
I know.
They like literally fell in love with her.
She's like a natural with that kind of stuff. She's easy to talk to.
So
but it was so fun.
Should we tell them what we were thinking?
Oh, maybe we shouldn't, just in case.
Well, even if she says no, it would be a replacement. We can get someone else.
Okay, you could talk about it.
Basically, we can do a certain amount of streams here, but I feel like eventually we're gonna have to get like hotel rooms or something like that. We're gonna have to get places where we can stream and be super loud because dude, I can't wait to make a stream highlights video out of the 24-hour stream, but I'm gonna get to the thing we're gonna talk about. But when Rylee and I were doing the sleeping stream portion, and people were just donating like orange 77779, like they're just donating fucking shit that just kept going over, like it just kept talking over and over again. And the speaker I have set up, it was super fucking loud. So we have this giant window to the left of us right now. The window was open all the way, so all of our neighbors could fucking hear everything. And then not only that, our blinds were open all the way, and we have all these studio lights in here. So right across from us, is like a window, and then right across from us, above that is like a window that's like on a higher story, and they have this perfect view right inside to Rylee and I sleeping. and there was like 2 or 3 donos that went back to back of like orange 77 or something, like it was like a bunch of like numbers or something like that. And I remember it woke me up, and I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, what the hell is going on? I turned around, I noticed that the window's open. I noticed the other window across the way, and I didn't see a person, but I felt like someone was staring at me, and I was like trying to look like, what is that? And then I just hear, that's really loud. And then some lady just like tells me it's super loud. She's pissed off, obviously. And then I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, not only can she hear this, she can see perfectly into our apartment and see everything that's going on.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So I closed all the windows, closed the blinds. So I want to do more shit like that, but I don't want to get kicked out of this apartment.
No,
I don't want our neighbors to hate us.
Mm-mm.
So I feel like we can get a hotel room and do similar shit.
That was like the one time for the one time.
Watch me do it again. To be honest, we do have that closet. No, I don't know. It's like, where can I do it where it can like completely be separate from like without annoying the neighbors? Like all of our walls are
closet.
The downstairs, the Harry Potter closet.
Way. You would do that?
If I can be in there and not piss off the neighbors, it's like if you guys ever watched the very first movie of Harry Potter where they kept him trapped in that little closet under the stairs. That was his bed. I want to set up something similar because we have the similar closet. I want to put a little bed in there, a pillow, and then maybe just a monitor for the chat, or maybe even no chat, maybe just a speaker. And I just have to sit in there.
Oh my god. It's so small. It's way smaller than the closet. The Harry Potter closet, I think.
It probably is a little bit smaller. But either way, I'm trying to, there's a hella different ideas of stuff I want to do. I was telling Rylee last night, I would love to replicate the prison stream that ICE did, and just have like prison guards who like fucking make the whole journey treacherous and shit like that. But then also Rylee and I were thinking about, we've talked about this before, about doing a Bachelorette stream, because Rylee loves the Bachelorette and Love Island and shit like that. And we were thinking of having one of the girls who watches the streams, like have her as the Bachelorette, and then have a bunch of dudes like like have them go on dates and shit. Maybe
fight for her love.
Exactly, fight for her love. Maybe have some elimination rounds where we get rid of dudes and she's left at 3 or 2 and has to choose one, or something like that. Maybe get a couple married or something like that. But then last night we realized that the whole chat fell in love with your friend Sheena, and I was telling Rylee, I was like, what if Sheena was the Bachelorette?
I was like, she'd be the perfect Bachelorette.
That would be so
Plus,
funny.
she likes to watch it too because we watch it together. So I was like, she'd
And
be
Sheena,
perfect. I don't know if she'd be down.
And Sheena's single.
Exactly.
So
She says it sounds fun, so hopefully we can convince her.
I want to tell her, like, I want to set up, it would be so easy just to like tie a green screen down right here, set up some lights, and make her look like she's in some Bachelorette setup.
Yes,
and then like
the same exact one that
oh jeez, exactly. And then just have her go on some Zoom dates with people, and then we slowly eliminate the people, and then the last person, I don't know, they fall in love or something like that. If we find someone that's from Los Angeles as the last person, we have to send them on a date somewhere.
Yeah.
If she's down.
No.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
We'll see. We'll see how far it goes. But it would definitely be entertaining.
What if we sent them on a date to like the most random weird shit?
What if they just had a Zoom conversation and we postmated them both food?
And they're just having dinner together? Oh, okay.
Through Zoom.
That could be interesting. We could do that.
Right?
That would be expensive. She has to eat like 7 different dinners or 10 different dinners, depending on how many guests there are.
I know.
Or each contestant, we think of something different for them to do.
Oh, yeah. A different activity.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
Have her put on a tennis outfit, and they're like, all right, you guys are playing tennis. And she's just like pretending to play tennis through
Zoom. Going horseback riding. Just a green screen.
Exactly. She's just like on a fake ass horse. Jesus. But yeah, I think that would be a really good idea.
Yeah.
And I feel like the chat will love it.
Dude, I'm starting to get really sleepy.
Really?
Yeah.
I can feel the energy levels going down. We're super exhausted, by the way.
Anyways,
If you guys
I think
didn't know.
my favorite part was watching you do the ice bath.
Can we talk about the ice bath? So, I think it's unanimously agreed. From what I remember, almost every single person who donated the $100 for me to do me or you to do the ice bath dunk, DM me or told me in the chat that was worth the money. I'm happy with what happened, right? There was like 3 or 4 people who were in the chat who were specifically trolling and shit, and they kept saying, it's not cold, oh, ice baths are 30 degrees, blah, blah, or whatever. Last night, on stream, I looked it up. What is the temperature of an ice bath? And it says 50 to 55 degrees. That fucking ice bath water, even at the end of in the morning when we have to do it at 8 in the morning, that shit was still at 50 degrees. Last night, it was I think it was even lower. It was like super fucking cold with all that ice in there. So, dude, that ice bath was 100% worth it. I mean, like, it was 100% brutal. It was not fucking easy at all. And then people were saying that we didn't put our full bodies in there. Honestly, no,
Dude,
I
the
can't.
8 a.m. one was the craziest ever.
I remember at the 8 a.m. one, like, I was like half asleep where I could hear some of the, like, most of the donations were pissing me off. And like, I noticed that I did actually sleep through a couple of them. So I was like going through phases of sleeping and not sleeping. But I do remember hearing a dono going like, it was like a $2 dono saying, hey, someone donated 100. You have to do an ice bath. And I remember hearing it going like, oh, that's bullshit, like, whatever. And then, like, I'm not sure how much longer later after.
Is he gonna get up?
And then I hear you go, like, hey, someone donated 100. I was like, no, they're bullshitting. And then I looked over and I saw that someone donated. I was like, 8 a.m., really?
Yep.
The 8 a.m. ice bath.
I was like, because I was already awake like a half an hour before, just reading the chat but laying down. So confused. Everybody's like, what's up, Rylee? Good morning.
That's so
I was
funny.
dying. And then somebody donated the 100, and I was like, I thought I for sure thought you were about to pop up and like do something crazy.
What the fuck? I was so
You
dumb.
were not waking up, so that's when I was like, hey, somebody donated. We gotta go.
I was so done, dude.
But anyways, the ice had melted.
And it was still at 50 degrees.
It was so cold.
It was like, dude, the temperature, I'm not joking. The temperature, when you get in there, your skin instantly starts like burning. It's like, it's almost like the water's hot. It's like, as soon as you dunk both your legs in there, we would go to like a belly buttons. Dude, that shit is like so instantly intense. We would have to do that for 30 seconds. I cannot imagine going full body in there. I would be like I would like die.
I was like, it was hard to breathe, and I barely.
You put your like butt cheeks in there. You're like you were like freaking out already.
I never felt that. That was crazy.
Me neither. That's the first time in my life I've had to put my ankle in a fucking ice bucket before, many times for rolling my ankle and shit, but I've never had to do something like that. And I can't imagine putting my whole body in there. That would be so brutal. Honestly, this might be me being like super, I don't know, overly cautious, but I was getting scared that like I took 20 dabs. Smoking in general raises your blood pressure. Dabbing increases your blood pressure even more than that because it's like more intense smoke and all that stuff. I took 20 fucking dabs. I took like 5 shots, and then I did that shit twice. In my head, I was really thinking like, I'm gonna be that 24-hour streamer who dies. I'm gonna be.
Why would you just tell me this right now?
I said, really? I was getting worried. But then at the same time, I was like, I don't want to psych myself out.
I was getting pissed.
What?
In the beginning, I was like, he's gonna overdo it today.
Really?
Yes, I was getting worried. I was like, this is not okay.
Because of the $5 dabs.
Yeah,
okay,
like,
Rylee.
ding, 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 ding,
Rylee was correct about that. Okay, so we usually do the $20 shots, and I felt really weird making it 50, but I knew for a fact that from previous streams, we've learned our lesson that even at the high amount of 20 a shot, certain people would be like, let's get them fucked up, and they'll just keep donating 20 to get the super drunk. So I knew that if we were doing a 24-hour stream, we could not like get too drunk. So I had to make it a $50 shot. We took a shot every single time, but then I was thinking like there has to be something that's like on the very smaller lower tier that I can do like really easily. And I was thinking I could knock out dabs very easily, but when 20 people donate a $5 dab in like 10 minutes, it's too much.
Yes.
Especially when you haven't dabbed in a long time. I was like instantly the first hour I was like I felt like I already was like 27 hours into the stream.
Exactly.
What
did I tell you?
So we had to put the dabs to $20, which I felt like was fair because at a certain point it was like manageable.
Yeah.
Because I also don't want it to be a thing where people are getting upset because there were like so many people were donating and I couldn't keep up with it physically. It's like I couldn't take a dab fast enough to keep up with the donations. So it's like I have to make it into a thing where every time someone does donate, I can do it instantly. Like I can just instantly take care of whatever I have to do.
Exactly.
So I was telling Rylee that the next time we do a 24-hour stream or something similar to this, where there's like a high tier like that, it's not going to be an ice bath. It's going to be a paintball gun. I'm not sure if I'm going to regret that too.
You're definitely going to regret that. It's going to hurt so bad.
So I feel like the next time it would be like every time someone donates $100, you have to pick up the paintball gun and go.
Just one?
Just one.
Okay.
What do you mean just one? How much for you to get shot by the paintball?
No, not enough. Nope. I bruise so easily.
Dude, those
You
shits
know
bruise
me, I'll cry.
I'm probably gonna. Those shits bruise like crazy. I don't even know where I would want to get hit. You might hit me in the face with your terrible ass aim too. I'll be like, hit me in the shoulder, and my eye will be fucking. My eye will be fucked up. I'll be like, oh, let's go to the hospital.
Damn. I hope I don't have to do that for a while.
But I feel like the paintball thing just makes more sense because someone donates and then instantly pick up gun, boom. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh god, we have to practice.
Would you? And also, it's like we have to link up and meet up with people who we can like collab with, that we can either pay or work together with, where they can help manage the sleep streams and then like be behind the fucking boards, and then when someone donates a song, they blast the song, and like if someone donates a paintball, they can come here and shoot me or whatever. I'm not sure exactly, but it can get really interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
That was crazy.
We need to prepare better. I think that was our mistake.
The whole time Rylee and I, literally like a month, 2 months ago, we kept saying prepare. We need to prepare. We need to plan this out. We need to have an itinerary, blah, blah. And then we had a list of topics, or not topic. We had a list of stuff to do, but we didn't put these things in order. We didn't get, specific people coming at specific times or anything like that. It was just like the day before or even that morning. We quickly wrote down the itinerary of like, let's do this, let's do that, let's do that. But then also people were coming at random times. Everyone I told to come were all like, I might come, I'll tell you when, blah, blah, type shit. So it's not like someone was like, I'll come at 3, I'll come at 5, I'll come at 7.
Yeah. So we kind of just had to roll with it.
Exactly.
But it was fun.
It was super fun. Time. Yeah, exactly. It was fun. Honestly, I wonder what the effect is on my brain that like, I felt so many times of me waking up to the donations of 7777777, but I didn't realize that we actually slept through some of them, and I wonder what effect that is gonna have on our fucking brains. We're deep in our sleep, thinking about life, growing as humans, and we just hear 77777. It's just orange. 7 trillion, 7 gazillion, 7. Bro, I didn't know there were so many illions. I knew was like, billion and trillion and million. There's so many. There's like 10 other ones. I don't remember that. There's like gazillion, but Brazilian, jajillion. There's so many different. There's so many different aliens.
I was like, what the hell? It went on for 3 minutes.
Bro.
I was like, oh my god.
I was getting worried. I was honestly getting worried that our neighbors were gonna knock on the door.
Mad. I thought so.
But to be honest, when there's been numerous. Rylee and I had our showers fixed recently by the apartment building, and when the plumber guy came to fix them, I was editing a video in the room, and then we have a Ring camera set up, and like so I saw him pop up with the Ring camera like knocking like hella loud, and I was like listening, and I could not hear his knocks at all.
Really?
Yeah, and then I went downstairs and I finally heard it, and I opened the door for him, but like I was like thinking like we're not gonna hear neighbors complaining.
Mm-hmm. You don't think so?
If anything, like we're gonna walk around our apartment building one day, and then one of our neighbors is gonna be like, "Yo, I was knocking on your door at 4 a.m. What's up with that 7 shit?"
But it does feel like we could hear them a lot, like when they open their doors and stuff. Unless it's the ghost.
But we don't hear any music. We don't hear their TVs or anything like that. So sometimes I wonder about that. And also, I thought when we slept in that room, I thought that we heard sounds in this room. And then when we were sleeping in this room, I heard sounds in that room, dude. Like it was so. And then in the morning, we had the door closed because in our bedroom with the cats in there because we had all this trash around and like all this shit that the cats can get into and eat and getting sick or whatever. So we had them closed in the bedroom. And in the morning, I can just hear both the cats going meow, meow, and they never meow like that.
I know.
And I was like, what the fuck?
They wanted to be out.
I was like, dude, the fucking ghost is fucking with our cats.
Dude, now I'm scared.
No, I'm kidding. We just stopped talking about that.
We need to cleanse the house.
Honestly, the 24-hour stream fucked me up so much that right now, with all these bright lights and everything, like I was looking at you and I turned around and I thought it was like 10 or 11 in the morning and we have the rest of the day. But it's like 10 p.m. right now and we have to go to sleep.
I know. I'm like tripping right now. My head is pounding.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
But it was fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. We were saying that the next time we would want to do something like this is probably when the channel hits 20,000 subscribers. Yeah. It's at 10,100 right now. So if you think about it, we're 900 subs away, right? Or is that 10,100? I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. We're at 10,100. Oh yeah. So at 10,000.
No wait, that would be 11K, right?
Oh yeah, it would be. Oh yeah, I'm so stupid. Wait, bro, am I retarded?
We haven't gotten any sleep really.
That would be 11K.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, so the road to 20K is a long one. Someone in the chat was saying every 5K, which makes more sense now. So at 15K, we do another 24-hour stream?
Okay.
Really?
Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see how fast that approaches.
Can you get kicked out of a hotel room for making too much noise?
Yes.
You can? Like, what if you tell them ahead of time, like, hey, I'm going to be...
It's like, where can you properly make noise?
You
can't do Airbnb. You can't do a hotel.
Why can't you do Airbnb?
Because like you're
still somewhere, well, unless it's
like,
a
they don't
house.
want parties and stuff.
But it's not a party. It's a stream.
Okay, but if getting fucked up.
If you're fucking,
No.
no fucking at my Airbnb. But like, what if you tell them ahead of time, like, hey?
Oh my
What if you just tell them like, hey, I'm not gonna party or anything. I'm just a music producer, and I'm gonna be working on a beat. Like, I'm gonna turn this into a studio, and I'm gonna trap myself in there, and I'm gonna be making a beat all night.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We could try.
I was telling Rylee that I don't know if you guys have seen recently, but Ass Pizza opened up 730 Studios, which is a recording studio for musicians and stuff, and. A recording studio is known for being sound insulated, known for blasting music. As it's a place to blast music. It's a place to be loud. And I was looking at the prices. The prices are very expensive, but I don't know how many people are like have hit him up. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's fucking. I was just basically thinking, what if we asked them for a 24-hour slot, or 8-hour slot? What if we asked them for an 8-hour slot to do a sleep stream, like start at 10 p.m. get super tired and do a whole stream in the beginning of the day, so I tire myself out, want to get some sleep, start the stream inside the studio, and then we can really have the speaker blasting every fucking dono and every 777 and all that shit.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But then that would be really expensive. I saw that one of the cheapest slots was like $65 an hour, so
yeah, that's kind of
8 hours, that would be very expensive.
Can't do the math right now.
Yeah, me neither. But I feel like that would be like a studio space.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Maybe find a cheaper one. That's not so expensive. Or rent out like a U-Haul like storage unit.
No.
Yeah, what if
What the
what if we did a U-Haul? Oh, dude, okay.
We'll get arrested.
What about this? Okay, I'm thinking, what if we rent a U-Haul like truck, one of the biggest trucks they have, for 24 hours, right? We're not gonna put any mileage on it, so we're gonna save money on there. So all we have to do is pay for the 24 hours, drive it to an RV parking lot, and then do it in the RV parking lot, and just set up a bed in the back of the U-Haul, and then I'm just gonna be sleeping there.
I feel like you'll get arrested.
For what? For sleeping in a U-Haul?
The noise.
Oh my god.
It'll be random.
This is terrible. Where in America can you make noise without getting
Exactly.
annoying someone or getting in trouble?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
The hills.
No, there's tons of places you can make noise and not get in trouble for it.
Let's figure it out. But I do agree with you. I think we definitely need a different place to do it at.
As I'm opening up the notes, I quickly saw the chat, and someone says you are not making that much noise. Dude, our neighbor was tripping. And then also, I did see some people in the chat were like, he turned it down, scam, blah, blah. And I was just like, I turned it down just a little bit, like five notches down. But before I turned it down, and even after I turned it down, it was so loud. We have nothing in here on the walls. Like, it's just like, it's almost like an empty room, basically. We have like some fucking leaves on the wall and shit, but there's nothing in here protecting the neighbors from our noise. So it's just like I feel like they heard all that shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Our walls are like
so
thin.
loud.
Dude, that shit was fucking hella loud. The water was fucking cold. I'm not letting anyone ever tell me the water was not cold. The water was freezing cold. That shit was literally retarded. And also, while we're still on the topic, I want to give a huge thank you to every single person who showed up.
Yes, thank you.
Huge
so
thank you
much.
to
It was fun.
Kirill, Blazzy's friend, Brian, Sheena, Lucha and Peach. Huge thank you to fucking Lucha and Peach for coming through. Trevor and Sunshine. Lucha helped out so much. He was, kept the energy levels high.
He did.
He said himself, he was like, oh, you're doing the ice bath for 100? He's like, if someone donates 200, I'll jump in there too. And then someone donated 200 for Lucha to jump in there. That's why he did it. If you guys don't believe how cold it is, ask Lucha. It was fucking freezing. Yeah, Trevor and Sunshine. Thank you every single person who came through. Huge thank you to fucking Adam for shouting it out on his Instagram. There's no way I feel like we would get half as many viewers as we did if it was not for Adam. And also if it was not for the stream being entertaining, because one thing that I am hyped about is I did see good amount of comments and people in the chat saying like, hey, I've watched other 24-hour streams before, and then this is like a good one, or it's like a pretty good one. Like it's actually like entertaining and shit. And I was like super hyped about that because I've watched a ton of IRL streamers, like every single person in the whole Ice Beside community. You guys know how many people that can be, and like in reality, it's like a ton of people can just turn on a camera for 24 hours and just sit in a room and read chat and eat food and like chill. But it's just like it is difficult to like want to do something or like be interactive the whole fucking time.
I think so too.
Dude, it was intense. Once we reached the 4-hour mark, I was like, this is the longest stream we've done in a long time, probably no ever. I already was like feeling like, dude, I want to tone my energy down and fucking chill already.
I know.
And then once we reached like hour 15 and we were still here with Lucha and Peach, I was like, I want to go to sleep so bad. I really wanted to sleep so bad. And those fucking donos of 7 like, dude.
The song that kept playing.
Bruh. Oh yeah. One thing, like for all the people that haven't watched like 24-hour streams before, I think I've shown Rylee this before as well, but like one of my favorite parts about them was you can donate, an X amount. For us it was like $10, but we couldn't get it to work yesterday. But you can donate an X amount, copy and paste the YouTube link. It has to be a YouTube video, and then like there's also an option where it says like start video from, where you could put a certain timestamp if you wanted to start from the middle or something like that. But there's a way where you can donate a YouTube link and then it plays the audio from whatever video immediately, like as soon as you donate. And that was always like the funniest part, because like someone could be like literally just about to fall asleep, and then like someone could notice that no one's donated and this person's about to fall asleep, and then you can send in a 10, and then like you can also, it will read your message out loud first, and you can be like wake up motherfucker, and then it would just be some fucking kid screeching for like 30 seconds, and you're just like, bruh. So that was one thing that I really wanted to get to work yesterday. I don't know why, but someone donated to us our own stream, and like in the beginning of the stream, I played music for like 5 minutes of like, it was like a pre-stream, like getting ready lobby. And it was that same song playing over and over and over again. And I kept pressing skip alert and like pause and trying to do everything to like skip it, and it would not skip it. And then I would close the widget that makes that thing work, and I would open up another one, press play, same song over and over and again. And then we listened to that song like forever, dude.
We were dying. We were just like, I actually like it.
I know. When I heard you guys saying that, I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, first the cheese man, now you guys are gonna say you like this shit that I can't fucking fix. I was getting so pissed off. I was like, what? I was getting so irritated at that point because I heard you guys saying that.
I was like, I want this as my alarm.
Oh my dude, I was honestly so fucking irritated when I heard that. I was like, what the fuck? Quick little pause to give a huge shout out to this episode's sponsor, StayGoundead on Instagram. It's StayGoundead, DEAD. So instead of grounded, grounded. Grounded. On Instagram. If you guys are into fashion, are looking for drip, are looking to sell drip, have a company you're trying to promote.
Inspiration drip. This person, Stay Grounded. It's I'm not exactly sure who it is actually, but just an Instagram account. I can tell by how it's managed, the interactions it gets, the people who follow it, that all the followers they have are genuine. All their interactions they get are genuine, and it's all about asking people's opinion about new companies that hit pay for like their shit to be advertised on their Instagram account and stuff like that. It's like literally all about drip. So you guys can find out about new companies if you guys want to find clothes and shit, and you guys can also try to promote your companies, or if you're trying to get into making your own clothes, just like look through their Instagram account and just stay tapped in and get inspired by other people's stuff. So I want to give a huge shout out to Stay Grounded for, I think they were like our first sponsor, right? That weed company that does dirty was our first sponsor, but they were like our first sponsor that hit us up saying like, hey, we want to pay for a slot for you guys to just shout us out. So thank you guys so much. Stay Grounded. If you guys fuck with 10 Talks, go ahead and check out the Instagram, leave a like, leave a comment. If you guys want, leave a follow on the Instagram to stay tapped in, or just leave a comment saying Harmonious sent us, or a 10 Talk sent us, or Rylee sent me, or something like that. Just to see make them feel like they got something in return for supporting us. Please. So huge shout out to Stay Grounded. Thank you guys so much. I feel like we're super exhausted to get into real
Real topics.
Real topics.
I know. Me too.
You don't even have anything written down.
Yeah. We were so busy. This whole week was crazy.
Yeah, it was super crazy.
And we just did a whole 24-hour stream. We were doing shit all day.
Other than your favorite part, what was your least favorite part while I go grab this stuff?
Oh god, my least favorite part. I'd probably say I don't fucking know. Taking the ice bath this morning, that was terrible.
That was super fucking bad. You know what? I love that you had to do that because you were giving me shit yesterday, and I saw you the way you guys were looking at us. You're going like thinking like, it's not that bad, dude. Bro, pause. I rewatched the video of the stream or the part of the stream where I had to do the ice bath first. My voice was it's still kind of fucked up. My voice is so fucked up because I was sick earlier, and then like a week ago or whatever, I was like recovering from that still, and then I took the 20 dabs. I smoked hella weed, all types of other shit. I was talking all day, and my voice got to this point it is now where it's like super deep and raspy almost, and in the morning when I got in that shower, I was like, people were like, Yuri singing opera and shit. I was like, oh, like it was so fucking bad. And like, because my voice was all raspy, it sounded even worse, but that shit was terrible, dude. It was literally the worst shit ever.
It was a really bad feeling.
It was a really bad feeling.
It fucking hurt.
That's a good way to explain it.
But my favorite part was probably taking over with Sheena. That was fun.
Really? What?
Yeah.
When you were taking over with Sheena,
Your song was fun too with Lucha and Peach.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Who won?
Lucha and Peach.
Lucha and Peach. When you were doing that thing with Sheena, I was like running around. I was like talking to Blasey for a second, and I was like cleaning up the house and doing a couple other things or whatever. What'd you guys do and talk about? How was it? Because I didn't even watch that part.
We talked about an initiation story.
For your college?
Mm-hmm. About how they like mispronounced Sheena's name during the
Sheena?
Sheena, and they said her name like hella wrong.
Oh, okay.
Or Moldy or something like that.
Oh, last name hella wrong. Okay.
Or Shayna, I don't remember. They said her name wrong. And we were just talking about different stories. I don't really remember.
What was the chat's first initial like reaction to Sheena, and when she was reading the chat, like what did she think?
They're just like hi Sheena, but we weren't really reading the chat for a long time, and then once we were like sitting down, we're like, what the fuck are they saying? And everybody was like, Sheena's my queen.
Has she?
I love Sheena.
And dude, you know what's funny? Every time right now, like I keep trying to think of like situations that happened yesterday that were off stream, but everything was on stream yesterday, every single moment. And even when we said goodbye to, I was even thinking that like today in the morning when I woke up, I was thinking like, oh, when we said goodbye to Lucha, it was off stream, and then I realized no, it was on stream. It was like I said goodbye to Lucha on stream. I said hi and bye to everyone on stream. Like it was so weird to think that everything was on stream.
I know.
And then I remember like I was gonna say this as if it wasn't on stream yesterday, but on stream yesterday I asked Sheena, I was like, do you watch any other streamers, or do you like, have you seen stuff like this before? And she's like, no, like I haven't watched any other streamers and I've never seen shit like this. So I think that's what made it really funny. It was like that was her first experience with it. Exactly. And she's like, what's up with this like group of 100 people who are obsessed
with
me?
Crazy, like they're so funny. We were talking about like how we met and stuff. It was fun. We had a good time.
Oh my
God. The
god.
champagne she got us.
What if, okay, random idea. What if I was behind the scenes on the board handling, media and all that stuff and making sure that everything's working technically, and then you and Sheena did a 24-hour stream or a sleep stream?
I don't know. I don't know if she would want to do that.
it's
we need to slowly introduce her to the stream.
I know the first experience she has is just some terrible one. She's like, what the fuck is this? I'm never doing this again.
Bachelorette would be fun.
I feel like the Bachelorette would be really, really funny. Perfect. And it's like, obviously, even with the real Bachelorette, that even at the end of the show, it's still basically two people dating. Yeah. It's not two people going, that's it, we're fucking engaged, we have to get married and have kids, blah, blah. It's like people who are like, we're engaged, but we can end this if you wanted to. It's like, it's like people who are like, actually, a week later they'll be like, actually, I don't like this person too much, and then they'll end up splitting up or whatever. So same thing with Sheena. It's like at the end of the Bachelorette, it's like it won't be a permanent relationship or anything like that. Doesn't have to love them or whatever. It's like, but then what if we actually do find her the love of her life?
I know. She has a specific. I know her type.
Who's her type?
I'll show you when we look for her contestants.
Well, we're gonna have to look. We're gonna have to look through whoever applies through the stream. We're not gonna find random people on Instagram.
I know.
I don't want to bring Joe Schmo in here. I want to bring Josh
We
Coates.
make this a legit production for Sheena.
I want to bring Josh. Oh, house phone.
Suitable. Yes, I was thinking.
You were thinking house phone? Why? You think that's?
I think that would be a fun.
You think that's her type?
No.
Why not? Is that drippy enough? Or he's too drippy.
I just don't think it's her type.
Oh my god! Imagine we had house phone as one of the contestants.
But I think it'd be fun.
That'd be fucking hilarious. He's the only in-person contestant.
In person?
I remember.
No, he could do it through like camera too.
The last time we talked about this, Josh Coates says he's single and looking to mingle. So I obviously want Josh Coates to be a part of this. We can find some more people. I feel like that, dude.
Yeah, we need to get some characters in there.
Not characters, people she can fall in love with.
Yeah, but you have to have your character players.
Dude, watch Sheena move to Canada to live with Josh Coates.
Hey. We gotta talk to Sheena about this.
I know we're making all these plans already.
Yeah.
But if Sheena says no, there's already 2 or 3 other girls who already hit us up saying that they want to be the Bachelorette,
So,
the lucky one.
coming soon.
But here's the thing: is like, how can we do? How can like you do shit through Zoom? You know what I mean? Like, is it all speed dating stuff? Like, hey, how's?
Phonics did it, remember?
Yeah, Hyphonics did it with I think when
Discord?
it was Discord, but it was like just speed dating questions, and then he would jump in going like, hey, how about this or how about that? I feel like that'd be cool. But then how can we eliminate people?
Sheena gets to pick. We'll have like different rounds. So every round.
And then like a Love Island, like 2 people get eliminated, then we bring 2 random people in.
Instead of asking questions, it should be different challenges too.
What do you mean? How?
Like
But
they should do challenges.
via Zoom?
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Handstand challenge? Oh, the guys should do a challenge. Oh, to see who can compete better. Interesting. That's a good idea. Like push-ups or something like
We'll
that.
figure some activities out. But we gotta make it more interesting than just asking like stupid questions, you know?
That's true. No, actually, that's a really good idea. So, guys out there, talent competition.
Talent content.
Oh my God, yes. Okay, so guys out there, single guys who are trying to, get a girl through this competition that or this Bachelorette
Who wants
thing.
to date our bachelorette?
Who wants to date our Bachelorette? Get your shit. Get your fucking skills in order, dude. Get a talent show fucking routine put together.
I'll have to make an application.
Get that summer body.
Get that summer bod.
Oh my God, we have to look up what a Bachelorette dude's application looks like. How tall are you? What color are your eyes? Do you like long walks on the beach?
What's your type?
What's your type? And then there's like boxes and says big boobs, big butt, fake lips or big lips or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then there's dudes who just like check off each box. They're like yes. What's that movie where? Fuck, I can't. I think it was Baby Boy, where that one dude was like doing a job application, and then it says sex, and he's like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't we just watch that?
We did not. Who did you watch that with? Because it was not me. What the
I think
fuck?
you showed me that.
We have never watched that together.
I feel like you showed me that.
I might have shown you that specific scene,
Okay,
but
then I think that's
now it sounds like you went to go watch a movie with
I
someone.
don't know.
Wow, that's
Really?
crazy. Who took Rylee to go watch Baby
Stop.
Boy?
Oh my god.
Was it Baby Boy?
It's not Baby Boy.
I don't remember. Just to get through one of the topics that I have written down. Obviously, we can't get into fucking super psychological, physiological. No, what the hell's the word? Basically, we're not gonna get into crazy death, but I was just thinking that I feel like 90% of the people, or like I would say 90 to 95, a really high percentage of people who have seen the explosion in Los Angeles of that truck that the LAPD did. Everyone, like, if you watch all the news videos on YouTube about it, like all the news videos covering the fact that the LAPD found some guy selling fireworks, they busted his house, and then they basically decided to explode all these fireworks in the middle of a residential neighborhood, and it destroyed tons of houses. A bunch of people got injured. A bunch of people's cars got destroyed. Like, there was interviews with people saying, like, those are my 2 work trucks. Now I can't work. My arm's fucked up. And, like, it just basically ruined people's lives. The police, I don't know why the fuck they would do that. And then every single YouTube video or a news coverage about it, every single news company says, like, we need to put the hammer down on this fucking fireworks salesman. It's ridiculous that he has such strong fireworks, like, and he's selling them to the neighborhood. But they're trying to, like, make this guy seem so evil and demonic when this guy was selling fireworks for people to launch into the air, not to explode in the fucking neighborhood. Like, that was the LAPD. And, like, in like, I haven't seen a single video in which they say, like, they implicate the LAPD. I haven't seen a single video in which they're like, oh, obviously they say, like, bless you, there's an investigation underway, but it's like, it's kind of like the army investigating fucking rape cases in the army. It's like the army investigating the army. Nothing's gonna get found, obviously, if it's the LAPD investigating the LAPD. But it's like, in neither of these videos have I ever seen one of the news anchors or news people or news reporters go, what's wrong with the LAPD? Why the fuck did they decide to explode this high amount of explosives in the middle of a residential neighborhood where people can get, injured and shit like that? Like, no one's saying that. And if you go to all the comment sections of these videos, everyone in the comment section saying that. Everyone in the comment section saying, like, funny how they're making this guy seem so evil and they're not saying shit about the LAPD. Yeah. And then literally that right there, the fact that all these news reporters are doing the same shit, all these news companies are doing the same thing, is literally almost proof to me that the media is controlled by
the government.
I wouldn't even say the government, because that sounds so vague, but, like, the media is controlled by something or someone, LAPD or some sort of bigger power that has more money, where they specifically say, like, I bet you even the reporters are thinking in their heads, like, why are we not talking about this? Or why are we making it sound like the LAPD is so guilt-free in the situation? Mm-hmm. Like, in my mind, that kind of just proves the fact that they're all specifically not talking about it because someone doesn't want the police to look in a bad light. You know what I mean? Which is, obviously you can say government, but it's just like some higher power is saying, don't talk about this shit. Even though it's so obvious, you shouldn't be, like, what? That doesn't make sense to me. Let's explode bombs outside people's houses.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we talked about this last time too, but
I kept thinking about it, and, like, I keep seeing more videos.
More, like, updated videos about like people coming out who,
especially the injury videos, like, that we saw about the grandparents and the people's houses. Like, their shit's ruined. Like, the police are saying, like, oh, you guys can stay in this recreational. It's basically like a basketball court in some public park. They're like, hey, sorry we destroyed your houses. We have some bunk beds in this public park, like basketball court, indoor basketball court you can come sleep at. But it's like, these people have to go to work. These people have to take showers. Like, all their shit's destroyed. There's going to be people, once all your windows and doors are destroyed, what's going to stop people from entering your house and stealing your belongings and, like, shit like that? It's like, dude, you're causing so much stress and, like, a destruction of a portion of someone's life.
So fucked up. They need to be responsible for that. They should be.
I did see that they're
going to be helping out.
No, well, they're going to be helping out, but I did see that the family of that grandpa and the other lady who are, like, super fucked up, they said they're suing the city. But then that also, it's like, a lot of times people will sue the city, like, something, the police will do something atrocious to someone. The families of someone will sue the city. The city will be like, they'll lose a court case and, in court or whatever. And then the city will, like, by law will have to owe this family like $20 million or $40 million. And then it's like, everyone will be like, oh, that's the city lost. Like, yeah, they'll start clapping and shit, thinking this family is going to get $20, $40 million. But a lot of the times, a city, all they have to do is be like, dude, we're broke. We don't have any money to pay you out. We can give you $500 this month, $600 this month. Sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes they'll give you no money. And like, even though a city even though they might win this court case and it'll say the city has to pay them, X amount of money, they might not ever receive it, or they'll receive it in very little increments over a long period of time. By which point it will be like irrelevant,
Yeah, that's insanely fucked up.
So
it's just the way the cookie crumbles out here.
Like I said this last time we talked about this too. I haven't heard one single reporter bring up who is the police officer or the bomb expert. Who's the dude who said, let's do this? Like, did no one think like, oh, that truck's kind of small? Like, that truck looked tiny, dude. You saw how big that explosion was? There's no way that explosion would have been contained in there. Like, it literally seemed ridiculous to me that was like an option. I was like, what the fuck? They're gonna explode this shit? But then also, if you think about it, imagine transporting all those fucking fireworks. Imagine you're driving and then you hit a bump and then it just fucking blows up when you're on a main street driving. So maybe it's like that was the safest option, is to get rid of it immediately so you don't have to drive through the city with it and like close down imagine all the streets they have to close down if they do it, like if they have to drive all the way to some warehouse in fucking Vernon or something like that. So maybe that was the safest option, but that's crazy.
But you were also saying that it was supposed to hold a certain amount of weight, and it was under, right?
They're saying that the truck can hold 15,000 pounds of explosives, and they're assuming that there was 10,000 pounds of explosives. But what I was thinking is, how do you get a judgment on how many pounds of explosives there are in a certain thing unless you made the explosives? They didn't make these explosives. They found these explosives, and they're just guessing, how much force there is behind it. It's like that's what I was thinking, is like, did they have someone cut the bomb open and measure how much powder is in it and stuff like that to see how much pounds of force that is and multiply it by how many there are? It's like, how did they get to that number? How do they assume that truck was going to handle it?
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
That's sketchy.
You don't really hear about any of that stuff though. I wonder if the police report is out for all that shit.
Well, that's the part that trips me out the most, because you should make sure of that when you're dealing with fucking explosives.
Yeah, where you can literally die or destroy people's houses and lives.
Destroy the city.
Like, it literally, like we saw happen. And this is one topic that I had written down. We can just brush over really quickly. This is not even a topic. This is just me speculating.
What?
A lot of people who, it's a proven fact that big cities are mostly liberal. They're like mostly liberal thinking people, in like more 100% left leaning people. And a lot of those people tend to believe in certain things that, Republicans don't believe in, and like such as gun laws and all this stuff. And recently, I've just been seeing from a lot of news reports and a ton of other shit, I've been seeing that a lot of people are moving out of cities and then going to more residential suburban areas where there's like, you get a house in a backyard and like you're not actually jam packed in a city with tons of people. And there's like a percentage of people who are moving out of cities right now to go to suburban areas and like more less populated areas. The homeless situation going on is like, you can look it up. There's tons and tons and tons of reports about it. It's an epidemic. Like it's fucking gone to this crazy level right now where there's tons of tents where people, homeless people who have nowhere to go will have all their belongings. The city is sending fucking dumpster trucks to just pick up all their shit, dump it in the truck. Like that's when I see videos like that, I'm thinking like, what if their passports in there? What if their IDs in there? Like what if all their belongings are in a backpack in there or something like that, and they just literally pick it up and throw it in the garbage. Like, so that's a whole situation going on in tons of cities right now. Los Angeles is experiencing it like crazy. The crime problem, like there's so many videos talking about how crime rates are rising like crazy in huge cities, which makes you want to protect yourself and like fucking basically deal with situations and like protect yourself and not just like deal with like getting robbed or shot or whatever. And then I was kind of thinking like, is there in the future gonna be like, we've been seeing this huge rise of like, people moving to big cities and becoming liberal. I'm wondering if in the future we're gonna start seeing people like starting to leave the cities, going into like more suburban areas, more spread out areas, going to Texas and shit like that. And then I'm wondering if there's gonna be like an increase in Republicans in the next like 10-15 years or something like that.
You think so?
This is me being super high and speculative, but I'm just like, I'm seeing all these like different correlations of people leaving cities, all these issues arising that like there's no solution to, that we see, like coming up soon. And I'm just like seeing, like thinking, is this going to change the minds of a lot of people where they're like, what are we going to do about these issues? I need to protect myself. I'm tired of living here with so many people, I wonder what are going to be the effects of all this.
Well, I feel like when you live in the city, you know what you're signing up for.
Why do people live in cities? It's for jobs.
Yeah,
it's
jobs, or you just fucking like it. Like, I like living in cities.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I feel like a lot of people, especially once you grow up in the city, you kind of don't like the idea of being separate, or separated from everyone. Even though you're not really a community, it does give you like a sense of community
Mm-hmm.
where like you're around a lot of people. But it just seems like there's so many different things or problems that are coming up that come with living in a city that, weren't there before.
Yeah.
It's like I've watched other videos about like the homelessness problem in Los Angeles, and like for a long time there was no homeless problem. There was like, you would never ever see tents or people sleeping on the streets and stuff like that back in the day. And then slowly it started happening little by little. Skid Row became a spot, and then now it's reached this point of like, it's crazy. It's like, oh my god,
It is insane. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
Literally, Rylee and I watched this video yesterday about this lady. I feel bad laughing, but she was fucking traumatized. She said that she left her apartment building. She was trying to go get some food, or like she was walking down the street. Some homeless man took a bucket, and this is her description. He took a bucket of warm, thick diarrhea and dumped it over her head. And she said she felt it rolling off her eyelashes, rolling over. She said it was basically like getting slimed, and it was like all over,
Could you fucking imagine?
drenched all over. She said it was warm.
Mm-hmm.
And then she basically said some homeless guy dumped a bucket of his own diarrhea on top of her and like ran away. And then she said,
not funny, but it's just fucking sick.
and
I felt so bad
when I saw that story. Yeah, I feel super bad for the lady. She says she has to take all types of STD and HIV and all these like crazy tests every 3 months for the next 2-3 years because of this dude. She doesn't know what she could have got from getting diarrhea dumped on her.
She got to say it like that.
That's what happened. And then like she said she's super traumatized. She can't walk around the city feeling normal anymore. But then as soon as we saw that together, I was thinking like, this is something you would like, if someone was from Los Angeles in another part of town of United States, they'd be like, dude, downtown's crazy. You can have a homeless man dump diarrhea on your head. You would hear that and be like, that's an over exaggeration. That's too much. It's like, no, that's the point we're at. It's like, and this is not just like just a homeless person. Like a lot of these people are they have like mental issues and shit like that. So when even that lady, she's like, I'm not mad at this dude. She's like, I feel bad for this guy. Like this guy is literally at such a point in his life where he's doing that type of thing and he thinks he's not even thinking probably, and like she's saying that like something has to be done where these people need help. It's like they need, I don't know, psychiatric help, fucking pills, or I don't know exactly how you solve those issues, but it's like they can't just be let out into the street like that.
Nope. That's the craziest story.
What I always think about is like, dude, I don't come from a rich family. It's like my sisters had to walk home from school no matter how far the school was. I had to walk home from school no matter how far the school was. All those paths that I took home to walk home from school now have tents on them. Imagine me, 10, 12, 13-year-old me walking past the tent and some fucking dudes like throwing shit at me, and I'm like, I don't know, it's like I have to dodge heroin needles, and it's like, dude, that's crazy. It's like kids shouldn't be subject to that. One thing that I didn't really think about is I was talking to one of my friends the other day. He lives in the valley, and he was telling me that he was like, dude, he's like, I have a bunch of tents set up around my block too, and he's like, my area is like an elderly area. It's like a lot of people who are live in this area are like these are a lot of retirement homes and stuff like that, and these people need to get around. And he's like these people with canes and wheelchairs and like these strollers and all this stuff, like because they literally can't walk by themselves, they have to have like some sort of thing to help them. They literally have to go around them, walk onto the street, and then walk on the street for a period of time to get around these tents. And it's like, imagine having your grandma or your grandpa like having to walk around and into the street to avoid. It's like, this is shit that people should not be dealing with.
No,
you know,
it's too much.
It's crazy.
It's really sad, and it's everywhere now. It's in every area. There's like a little sidewalk full, I feel like.
And it's like the whole city is put in this weird position where obviously it's not the homeless people's fault. It's like there's so many people in interviews like talking about how homelessness is not it, you know, yes, it can be. Yes, you can say that there are people who are like, I want to party, I don't care, blah, blah, this and that. That's not as common as you think. It's like a lot of people, shit happens in their lives that they can't recover from. Some people will not even get into drugs or get into crazy stuff. They'll literally just, like, we were watching an interview earlier with some, on YouTube from Invisible People with that one dude who said he had multiple houses and boats and all this stuff. And he's like, because of the financial crash and certain shit that happened, he's like, I was left homeless. Like, I had $6,000 to my name and all my shit was gone. And it's just like, shit happens where you know, people are down on their luck, and then it's basically the city's fault. You know, it's like the government's fault for not providing enough support or help or certain things for these people to like not fall subject to homelessness and like not getting out of these situations.
Exactly.
So it's just like it's literally insane.
It's so sad, and there's like I don't know, like what's the proper thing to do? It's like so hard.
But I feel like I wonder what other countries' policies are on homeless people. I know that in Russia they don't care. It's like if you're homeless, like they want to hide you and push you under a rug, throw you in jail, or do something with you where you don't make the Russian society look bad. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to help you at all. It's like they look at it as if it's 100% your fault. They do not care, and that's it. It's like, so I feel like compared to Russia, at least, we've seen videos on Venice Beach. It's like there's like all these people coming around like trying to get homeless people housing and all that stuff. But then I wonder, it's like, is America doing more than most other countries for this homeless problem? Because we're not the only ones who face it. Yeah. You're super exhausted, huh? Well, I feel like that's about as deep as we can get into that.
Yeah.
Either way, Rylee and I are both super, super exhausted. I'm down to do like a quick 10-20 minute after show stream just so we could talk to the chat for a second. Because we have not read the chat at all during this whole thing. But
I'm down.
We apologize for the low energy. We are super exhausted from the 24-hour stream. I still have a couple things I have to do before I go to sleep today. And we have work tomorrow. So we apologize if we sound a little bit low energy and stuff like that. So, and we've been repeating a lot of words. And I don't know. It's hard to talk clearly and normally when you're exhausted and your brain's not working 100%. This is like my third rock star in 30 hours or something like that. But either way, if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like. Please leave a comment, not in the chat, but in the video, just so YouTube thinks that we're fucking growing and shit. Like, it just basically helps the channel grow. If you guys can, just leave any type of comment saying yo, hi, anything, any random comment. It'll literally help us grow. It'll help a lot. Leave a comment. And subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already.
And we'll see you next Sunday.
Let's go. Peace.